Hi guys, welcome back to more Orville. We are on the season finale. This is the last one of season 1 already, episode 12, so we're just going to jump straight in.
Hey, it's after shift. I was going to see if you want to get a beer.
Oh, I totally would, but I'm all jammed up here.
Oh, all good. Just figured I'd check.
You got a check there?
Hey,
He's
Captain,
going to
what's
get
up?
fobbed off.
Hey,
isn't he?
John, I was just seeing what you're up to. I was thinking about grabbing a drink in the mess hall.
Oh, well, man, that's really nice of you.
Oh, that's
Why is it all green?
good. No worries.
Johnny, who is it? Oh, Captain.
Hanson Turco, hey. Listen, I'm sorry to
alright.
bother you guys.
Hey, no, it's all right. It's all good.
You know, I just remembered I have an early morning tomorrow, so I...
Oh, dang, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang. All right. Yeah.
She was pretty awesome about that, to be honest.
No problem. I was just seeing what you're up to.
Am I suspected of some misdeed?
No, of course. For God's sake, this is a social call. I just wanted to see if you wanted to have a drink.
Clyden and I have just put Topa to bed. You are welcome to join us for a glass of absada.
That's chocolate milkshake.
Thanks.
And I bet
It is
doesn't taste
aged
very
9
nice.
years, the perfect duration for good absada. It grows into a parasite within the body.
Okay, I'm
The
done.
sensation is intensely pleasurable.
No, for you maybe. Why are you drinking it?
That's excellent.
And that's enough of that.
Then you pass it to whomever you wish as quickly as possible.
All right.
Okay.
So, what, does this just go on until somebody...
Let's go!
Hand! So you just keep doing that so someone drops the thing? There's nothing. Sick to bed.
You awake too?
Yeah, I can't sleep. I was playing a Macfarlane game with Bortus. What's insane is apparently I won. I was gonna ask you to borrow a dermo scanner from Claire
It
tomorrow.
went the
and
whole way
smuggle it to me.
through.
No problem.
You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking since Derulio was on board.
I know.
Right?
Yeah,
And so that means
you didn't do
maybe
anything
it
wrong.
wasn't really your fault.
No.
I
said
guess we'll
this,
never know for sure.
that he may think of
But-
it this way now.
That's generous of you to say.
I miss you. Man, I have been lonely this past year. And I had just gotten so used to putting you out of my mind, and then that happened.
Got bad news for you.
Do
dude.
you
She may not want to now.
want to get back together?
What do you say we do a date?
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Good, so do I.
Call it a celebratory drink.
All right, screw it, let's do this.
We'll never get used to that sight. An uncharted star that's just waiting for us to come along and discover it.
over.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's really bright.
Captain, I'm picking up some unusual readings. It is a distortion of some kind.
It appears to be emanating from beyond the star's photosphere, in open space. I would like to take a shuttle to investigate at closer range.
Or we could just come back tomorrow and see if it's still here.
It's fine, I'll go with you. Gordon, you're with us.
Approaching the coordinates of the anomaly.
Okay, slow us down.
Aye, sir.
What do you mean?
It is almost as if the fabric of space itself is...
Ripped apart?
It's atmosphere.
How can there be an atmosphere in space?
My God, what is that?
It is a planet.
Captain, I'm picking up a signal from the shuttle, audio only.
Put them on.
We're gonna try to set down somewhere if we can.
You guys okay?
Yeah, we're a little banged up, but we're okay.
It appears the instantaneous transition from vacuum to atmosphere caused an overload in the engine core.
Begin multispectral scans. I want to know everything there is to know about that planet and where it came from.
Aye, sir.
And why it's now not vanished again? Because it just popped in, which is strange in itself.
Please don't tell anybody how much I screamed when I thought we were gonna crash. Malloy here.
There are life forms on this planet. Humanoid.
Yeah.
I see a village in the distance. It looks like Bronze Age level development, but it's hard to tell. I'm gonna try to get a closer
so
look.
They're not
Commander, I
responsible for it
remind
then.
you to use caution. Any contact with a culture that primitive.
Yeah, I know, cultural contamination. I don't need you to remind me of the rules.
I am merely...
Otherwise known as a pre-warp civilization. What do they call it in here? They must have their own terminology for a lot of this, but what I'm noticing with this series is they're purposely not giving it some sort of specific acronym or name to separate itself from Star Trek. You know, we would know this as Prime Directive, don't get involved, don't be seen, don't make them aware of your presence, pre-warp civilization. all of that terminology isn't present in this, but they've not replaced it with their own. They're just saying it what it is. Don't get involved. Don't let them see you. Bronze Age level for development. That's it. Oh, God, that formation even looks the same as Kirk and the Cord. They're not going to even understand the clothing you're wearing or what you're carrying. Really, kids. But they will, they will run off and go tell their parents. That's your fault.
You hear me? Are you okay? Please, wait. I'm not gonna hurt you. I promise. I want to help. It's a pretty nasty cut you have there.
No, you can't fix it. No, Kelly, what are you doing?
I can use this to make it better.
Oh, you moron.
It's nothing scary. Watch.
No, it's just a piece of really advanced technology. I get she's probably doing this because she's a little girl, but if somebody else sees this, or she goes home and tells her parents, they're going to think you're a witch. Oh, too late.
Oh, crap.
Oh, dear.
Feel better, honey. Time for me to go.
I get the point where if the little girl had fallen over and she was seriously injured and on some sort of brain injury or a massive gash and she was knocked out cold, you'd feel kind of responsible to do what she's just done. But it was a little bit of a gash and she got up and she was clearly fine. You should not have done what you've just done.
How do you want us to handle this?
You'll remain in orbit another 72 hours to continue scanning. If we're still in the dark after that, we'll send a science vessel to relieve.
Why didn't you tell her?
Contamination.
You helped out a kid, that's all.
What I did was stupid and careless, and you shouldn't have to cover for me.
Union policy would have had you leave that kid to die, just to avoid cultural contamination. I think you did the right thing. Forgot to include it in my report.
Really?
We still owe each other a date.
Say I expected there was going to be some sort of mechanical problem with the shuttle and they weren't going to be able to leave and they were all going to get discovered there. Or even if not, Kelly was going to get more intertwined into it, but at least they've got off board quickly. I mean, got to admit, obviously this is what the episode's going to be about, but how much of a contamination really was that? So they saw you for a split second. I don't think all the adults saw what you did. Only the little girl witnessed it, and is anyone going to believe a kid?
There is still nothing in the scans to offer insight into the planet's origin.
Captain! The planet just disappeared.
It's gone.
I believe what we have encountered is a planet locked in a multiphasic orbit.
Okay, let's pretend I don't know what that is.
A multiphasic orbit has only been hypothetical up until this point. A planet orbits a star, but its orbit is divided between two universes. Ours and another, or one closely comparable, would need to exist in both universes for the planet to retain a stable environment. Wow. Since there are humanoid life forms there, we can assume that is the case.
The planet is circling in a tight orbit around the star. Based on the mass of the star and the geometry of the orbit, about 11 days.
Well then, looks like we wait.
For 11 days, what are we supposed to do?
Play Monopoly. That is a very interesting theory. Again, I like that they're doing this. I don't actually recall any other show. We know which one I'm talking about. Doing this where our planet is in and out of two universes at the same time because the sun exists in both. So it pops in and out. We did have that episode with Voyager where the planet was completely out of the time zone of everything else and minutes and hours were centuries, decades and centuries to them, but that's the closest I can think of.
How much time, Isaac?
Any moment now, Captain.
Getting anomalous readings.
Especially that, given their level of development.
Incredible.
It's amazing.
Captain, this is most unusual.
Oh, now
What is it?
My scans of the planet's surface are showing radical alteration. It is my understanding that you describe the civilization on the planet as comparable in development to Earth's Bronze Age.
I did.
They're going down that route, but with a twist. While it's been gone, far more time is going to have been passed while it was in the other multiverse to when it's come back. The stages of development will have massively moved on now. I'm calling it.
And a profound increase in the number of life forms on the surface.
How could that happen in 11 days?
No, it isn't.
Drugs?
Gordon, John, prep a shuttle.
Much time has passed. It could be decades, it could be centuries, it could be millennia. Good idea. So where are on an evolutionary level.
None of it was there. It's all changed.
Mercer to Isaac.
Isaac here, Captain.
We've reached the coordinates where Kelly saw the village, but what we're seeing looks like a 14th century city.
Scans have revealed a temporal inconsistency, indicating that when the planet moves out of our universe and into the other, its time constant undergoes an acceleration. 11 days have passed for us, but for the planet, approximately 700 years have elapsed.
Wait.
700 freaking years. So one more cycle around the sun where it goes and comes back again, another 11 days, they're probably already going to be a spacefaring species.
You're telling me that 7 centuries have passed since I was here before?
Isaac,
You can't be here next time round.
Gotta know what these people are wearing if we're gonna synthesize the proper clothing.
Captain, there might be a faster way.
So we travel hundreds of light years from Earth to steal somebody's laundry.
We'll give it back later. Just keep it quiet.
Oh, great. Not again.
Oh, crap.
Crap. Yeah.
We're the fashion police, and these outfits have got to go.
Please wait. Please. Will you bless my son?
Oh, no.
Please, I beg of you.
Oh, no. She's become an idol. She's become part of their history. Kelly. The Kelly. She'll be a god.
Favor.
Oh, no. I've just got chills.
Bless my child.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, I don't know.
The paintings of you.
Oh, please bless him.
I hope your kid grows up and does a lot of good stuff.
Doesn't get any girls pregnant.
And doesn't get any girls pregnant.
You are obviously fabled throughout the last 700 years of their history.
Looks like we're about 3 miles outside the city.
We need more information.
Captain, look. My God.
We're at that stage, are we? Earth's 14th, 15th century is about right, I think, here.
Good day to you, travelers. Excuse me. We were wondering if you could tell us who these people are.
Some people never see the light.
Did they commit some crime?
Indeed, the very worst. They are deniers.
Religion.
What word?
Why, the word of Kelly.
Oh, bollocks. Then they're going to be like, oh, hail Kelly. Oh, hail Kelly.
I don't know. I said don't run off. What happens if you disobey your mother? Kelly will get me. That's right. Kelly's watching you, and she'll punish you. Now, come on. Let go of that.
Bring out the accused. Are accused of theft. They will now be judged.
No!
Don't. No, not again.
Oh, great and mighty Kelly, we present to you these 3 accused.
If you save one.
So that you may, in your infinite wisdom, we ask you to heal them now.
Kelly, no. You're gonna go up there and do what? Issue a commandment?
Captain, there's a large central structure just to the north of here.
Let's go.
You need more information without people discovering who you are. You need to go to wherever that is and figure out. Even got the uniform right.
One of your officers has direct contact with a primitive alien civilization, and you don't think that's of consequence?
Look, I know this is really bad, all right?
How'd
But it
you
wasn't
undo
Kelly's
this?
fault. All right, the shuttle never intended to go down there in the first place.
Ever again edit a report to protect one of your officers?
Yeah, you finished.
You'll find yourself scrubbing toilets at Union Point. A culture that progresses 700 years every 11 days is bound to achieve space travel in less than a month.
Yep.
Let them come to you.
Point.
That's an order.
But Admiral...
Good point, because at that point, once they get technologically advanced enough, they will probably leave the religion behind and it will just become a myth. And that's as far as it'll go. And if they become spacefaring and they come to you at that point, at least they can connect the dots. But you having anything else to do with them in the next 11 days is a bad idea.
That's an order.
What?
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I thought you hung up. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Please. Okay, bye.
Don't ever do that.
Look,
it
Kel,
will
I'm
dissipate.
sorry, but you can't blame yourself for any of this.
I watched 3 people murdered in my name. You're damn right I blame myself. And now I'm forbidden to even try and fix it. I mean, how many more people are going to die down there in the name of Kelly? Thousands? Millions?
Probably already have. Probably already have, but because you have no way of ever being party or witness to it, you've just got to pretend that that didn't happen. It's gone, it's part of their history now.
Get dressed.
What's happened?
We're going back.
You have 31 minutes until the planet phases out of our universe.
Show them that she's... Yeah, I am so sorry to keep pausing it. What you're going to do in 30 minutes, you're going to show and prove to them that your Kelly is a real-life human being, flesh and blood, isn't some sort of deity, isn't indestructible and all-knowing, all-seeing. Picard tried that with a severely pre-warp civilization once, and they just couldn't wrap their mind around it.
I would not have taken the fruit, but we've not eaten in days.
Were there witnesses to this act?
Yes, Your Grace.
If he speaks the truth, Kelly will heal his wound.
No! Please!
What did that little girl say?
Who are you? The Volundus does not see peasants. Remove them at once.
Right,
You're not peasants.
You're going to have to live up to that role here and convince them. I'm not sure they'll understand what you really are.
It's you.
Yeah. Volundus, is it?
Waited my entire life for the blessing of your arrival. And now you are here.
I'm not who you think I am.
But you are. Healer of men, divine hand of the heavens.
Listen to me. I'm not any of those things. I'm a living, mortal being, exactly like you.
Descended from above.
What exactly do your scrolls say?
They tell of a young girl who was injured. You came down from your mountaintop domain and healed her with your touch.
I used a tool. Like, you would use a garden hoe or a hammer. Okay,
They can't conceive that. They can't conceive that. You'd have
I'm
to
going to
show
show you
them.
exactly how I did it.
Oh, no. No, this is just going to look like you're an omnipotent being.
You bleed.
Now watch.
And now it goes away. It's magic.
Blessed be the heavens. We have witnessed the miracle.
Here, you try it.
The difference in understanding a piece of technology that you don't have that doesn't exist yet is one thing, but there can't be this vastness of using manual tools and using something like a dermal regenerator or whatever the fuck they call it. Yes, you can show us today maybe something that we don't have that's 100 years in the future or whatever, but if we went and showed somebody, I don't know, a defibrillator or a mobile phone or something to people from the 14th century, we would be burned at the fucking stake.
Push that button right there and run this over your hand.
That's one way.
I did this?
Yeah.
Exactly. You did that, not me. Because it's the machine that heals.
Surely you are immortal.
No. Time just moves differently for my people than it does for you.
Go ahead.
The planet will begin its dimensional shift in approximately 9 minutes.
I'm a traveler from a faraway place who has impacted your world in a way that my people try to avoid at all costs.
I have seen you bleed. The god does not bleed.
We are living mortals, just like you.
Kelly, we really have to go or we're going to be trapped here.
Kelly does not deserve their worship.
Let this religion
Will
go.
you do that?
I wish you good journeys, Kelly.
Right, we gotta go. Let's go. Even if you don't see an interaction, I just want to see where they are.
Volundus, may I ask what you plan to do?
I do not know. They must know what has happened.
Good man.
Surely that would be a mistake. And as the guardians of the word of Kelly, they fear us.
Power.
The truth must never be compromised.
He's concerned more about your power over the people.
People must decide for themselves.
I kind of half expected that was going to happen, to be honest with you.
Scans indicate the planet is about to re-emerge into our universe.
Okay, here we go. Cities.
I am detecting artificial satellites in orbit.
Scan broadcast signals for any mention of Kelly.
Yeah.
Scanning. 749,682 results.
Let's see what you've got.
Yeah.
And the word of Kelly was spoken unto them. A depiction of the first healing in a publicly funded educational facility.
Fine, then they can enroll their child in a different facility.
The bloodshed continues in outer Dakota today as dissidents launch an attack with a series of detonations rock the ancient city.
That shows you.
What went wrong? I thought you
I
convinced...
like that they've done it this way because this really truly portrays how the slightest bit of contamination for a spacefaring species coming across one that's way, way far behind that, how much it can cultivate and affect an entire species and a planet. And because that guy didn't want to lose power back then, 700 years ago, an equivalent of the 14th century or whatever, now look at it. What wars are being fought over you? People are dying over you. We don't know how many millions already have. There's going to have been that. They may eventually at some point drop the religious side of things, but it's going to take another 700, isn't it?
There just wasn't enough time. If I had a week or a month down there, I might be able to see it through, but...
What if we left something there? A message of some kind that could remain?
What? What are you saying?
Yeah, well,
I'm saying...
Sacrifice yourself?
What if I stayed behind? To help guide them out of the mess that I got them into.
No, that's not an option.
Ed, people are still getting killed.
That's not an option. Look, and keep in mind, this is now a society in the computer age. Yeah. What if they lock you up in an asylum?
Captain.
He's right.
I could go.
You?
Yes, sir. My artificial construct is capable of enduring for millions of years.
Isaac, you'd be there for 7 centuries.
I am aware of this, Chief Lamar.
It's 700 years.
700 seconds to me, Captain.
Isaac, can you hear me?
Yes, Captain. I have arrived safely.
Isaac, I'll never be able to repay you for what you're doing.
Captain, I believe the planet is beginning to phase.
Bye, Isaac. See you in 700 years. We could lose Isaac
I'll
here.
see you soon.
Mercer to Grayson.
Yes,
This has
Captain?
been very good.
I thought you'd want to know the planet is about to reemerge.
Hoping for a
Captain,
different outcome.
Scans are detecting the planet.
You
okay? Where are they gonna be now?
Yes.
It is re-emerging.
Who knows? Or they could have nuked themselves. Shut the front door.
Look at it.
Captain, there is a vessel approaching.
This is insane.
Sir, the alien ship is hailing us. They're asking permission to come aboard.
Granted.
Yeah. Because they didn't destroy themselves.
Greetings, Captain Mercer.
Bonkers.
We thought it was about time we returned your artificial life form to you.
Wow.
How did you do it?
It was quite fascinating to be able to study the evolution of a society from the computer era to the age of quantum drive in real time.
I don't understand.
Huh?
Commander, Isaac has been a part of our world for centuries. When he arrived 700 years ago, it shook the planet, and our world advanced just as it would have without him.
But you no longer believe in Kelly.
I kind of get that because I was just hoping that they didn't just take him apart to see how he works, and that's how they advanced their technology. You know, Terminator time.
Only in the sense that she's a human aboard a Union starship. We've been waiting for the phasing to occur again so we could meet you. In our home universe, that is. But
which isn't this
we wouldn't have gotten where we are without growing pains.
But had it not been you, the mythology would have found another face. It's a part of every culture's evolution.
So you see, Commander, you didn't poison our culture with false faith. We flourish in reason, in discovery.
It won't be long before you advance millennia past us.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps then we will study you.
Perhaps.
We'd be honored.
You don't exactly look ready to relax.
No, I'm not.
Do you still want to get drunk?
No.
Ed, this isn't gonna work.
This has finished it, yeah.
You defied an admiral's orders to protect me, and it sent our science officer into a 700-year exile. It jeopardizes your command. It jeopardizes the smooth operation of the ship, and it jeopardizes our friendship.
It's why it's usually forbidden on any
It can't happen.
type of ship where there's a crew.
But that doesn't change the way I feel.
No.
I know. Those are feelings we need to forget.
Especially as you literally compromise your own command by fudging the report. What a lovely written episode. I've got to admit, guys, we are now at the end of season 1. There hasn't been a bad episode. One that you would class as a filler, or, oh, this is a weak storyline, or what I was fearful of with it still being a spoof, are they just going to completely rip a storyline from Star Trek for an entire episode as a filler because they couldn't come up with something on the spot? That hasn't happened. That was a mishmash of, and forgive me, I mean, I am a massive Star Trek fan, but I can't remember the name of every episode. I'm not that much of a nerd. But the episode where Next Gen, where Picard ends up like this and he becomes known as the Picard, yeah? And mashed with the episode in Voyager, which I can't remember the episode name, I could probably look them up, with the planet that spins at a different rate that stayed in our universe, but centuries passed for them, days passed for us. They kind of merged the two here, and it was very neatly done. And just shows the evolutionary step of a species and a planet. And they were right with one thing: it doesn't matter that it was you, Kelly, and that you were the person that was worshipped as a deity for centuries. If it hadn't been your face, it would have been somebody else. It was only the healing side of things that really focused that out. And Isaac has gained 700 years of watching a humanoid species go from the initial computer revolution to wherever the fuck it is they are now. But at the same time, it completely bulldozes Ed and Kelly's relationship that was possibly starting to be rekindled there, which I still thought was a bad idea before any of this happened, just because of their two ranks on the same ship. And that isn't why she joined. So, what a wonderful episode. What a way of mashing two episodes together to tell more or less the same story and show how a society evolves through its religion and its wars. And if they come out the other side without blowing themselves up, this is what to expect. Will we ever get there one day? Who the hell knows? Right, okay. Back from someone, season 2, next week. Till then, guys, please post your comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking of this series as we're heading into a new season. And I will see you for that in a week's time. Take care.